no retreat. Sirens dead, the grid is down. Ashes falling on this town. They thought we'd fold, they thought we'd run, but we've been ready since day one. We saw it coming miles away, while they just laughed and walked away. Now it's time to draw the line. This is ours, this fight is mine. Preppers will survive through the fire. We stay alive, stand our ground, we won't divide.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
I got
Barely
food.
Hello,
Barely
hello.
got here.
I like that.
We've got Bubble
Yeah.
Bill.
Hey, Bubble Bibble. How's it going? So how you feeling, Jeff?
Well, it depends on who's asking and what's in store.
Okay.
Well,
I think I know, but decent. I'll put it like that.
well, I was just kind of curious, you know. Ice cream was good, but
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. If it's a human asking, I ain't feeling so good, but if a alien asks, man, I'm out of this world.
You're talking about the thumbnail, aren't you?
yeah.
Okay.
And hey, look, I'm gonna tell you something. Anybody sitting over there eating ice cream ought to be ashamed of yourself. Some
Hey, Mary.
people in pain.
I still can't figure out. Last week, Jeff went from a kangaroo to a dragon. And how do you make that leap?
I can deal with that one. I ain't gonna tell you what Dixie tells me. Oh Lord.
Well, at least you were just getting probed from the front this time.
I call that gut reduction. Because anytime somebody comes at you belly with a scalpel, half your gut kind of disappears.
They were probably looking for some lint.
But they got surprised.
Surprise, surprise, surprise.
Let's hope they didn't go no further.
Oh,
Hello, Miss Susie, Miss Grace, Tammy, Mr. J.
I hope everybody's having a good day. My internet was being wonky. I went and gave it a last try and went and reset the router, and evidently that did the trick. So I actually got on here.
Well, they calling for storms tonight out here. So if I get knocked off, I did not hit the wrong button this time.
Well, it could be
Yeah.
either that or the alien's not done with you.
Oh, Lord, please.
Hey, Susie.
Oh boy. I forgot to check the
Tammy. Hello, hello, hello.
I didn't get to see it, but evidently it's something everybody's talking about. What was the thing that was given to Trump by a king dude over there?
The king dude.
Yeah.
I ain't even heard about it.
It was a copy of the design, the the draft papers for the Resolute desk,
Oh, shit.
which is basically the one in the White House is supposedly an exact copy of the one over there. So
Well, now, I know how this answer is going to go from y'all, but certain people are so inspired of having this draft, let's say. How come you never see their youngins getting drafted?
Well, there is no draft.
no, there's not a draft.
See, this is the thing that they're trying to push.
Right.
And that's why it came up. It's not a draft, it's selective service.
Right.
Because you have to, before it was passed last year, year before it was passed, when you turned 18, you had to sign up for selected service, which is in case of a draft, they know who you are and all that stuff. So now they passed it to where you don't need to. You're automatic. Yeah, come December 18th or whatever it was. Yeah, 18th or November 18th.
Okay. Now, something is fixing to happen because if not, let's say something's in the works. I'll put it like that. Because if it wasn't in the works, they wouldn't be talking about it.
Well,
And they're going to be talking about it for a little while before it happens. It could be 6 months, it could be a year, maybe a little longer.
well, see, that's why I brought it up, because even your lady there on The View, it was a subject for them.
Oh,
And they were saying that it was a draft. It's not a draft.
no, not yet.
No, it isn't. Period.
Not yet. It's got to be voted.
No, it's not even that. It is selective service. It's signed. It's having your name signed up, because you don't have to do it now, or your kids don't have to do it now. It's automatic. As soon as you turn 18, it's automatic, and it's from 18 to 34. And then there's some that say it's 42, but if you go look at the actual thing, the draft of, because it was voted in 2024, I think June of 2024. So that thing says to 34, 18 to 34. Now, that's not saying they can't go past that. You know, they're going to go for the prime age first, and then so forth and so on. If it came down down to that,
It would, for them to go after older folk in this country, we'd have to be like Germany toward the end of the war, where they were little kids, 14, 15-year-olds, and men in their 70s fighting the Russians, which that's not going to happen.
Yeah, if it got down to that, it would be
they'd let the birds fly before that happened.
They'd say, protect our land, citizens.
Yeah,
so to speak. Which that would kind of happen anyway. You wouldn't have to get the okay.
No. Prepper 101. I was drunk.
Hey, Grace. Hey, Dana. Hey, Prepper. Hey, B. Man, coming in. I made a mistake. I think Trump got a copy of the desk in his first term. His second term, he got the other day, King Charles gave him the original brass bell from the HMS Trump, which was a British World War II submarine.
Oh, is that the gift that? Now
That's the most recent one, but he got something out from him before he was king, but he brought it over as a gift. This is the first time.
Everybody's saying that there's, conspiracy behind it and all that.
No,
I have no idea what it would be.
I don't either. It's a original brass bell from a World War II sub. Oh.
Yeah.
And Britain didn't have a lot of submariners back in World War II anyway. It was mainly us and Germany with their wolf packs.
Yeah, Germany had a ton.
Yeah, they sat off Jersey all the time, getting carmine on that.
They was getting them buttered rolls every morning.
Yeah, as they go to 7-Eleven, schnell. Let's see.
Yeah, I was like, everybody keeps talking about gift, but I didn't watch it or anything, so I figured I'd just ask you guys, and you'd probably know.
But this, like you were saying before, I had to mute because, well, I had to mute, but there is no draft. They are twisting, and that they're counting on people to be all excited and, oh, look what he's doing. No, all they're doing is streamlining a process that you got to do anyway. When you turn 18, you got to go down to the post office or whatever and sign up for selective service. Now you don't have to do that anymore because we got the technology. We know where you live, who you are, how old you are, and the computer's not up automatically. That's it. It's not a draft.
The first thing you look at is who's saying it. Right. Whoopi Goldberg, and CNN, and they have that panel, and it's usually about 5 or 6 people, and that one guy that's on, I won't say on Trump's side, but he sticks up for it.
Yeah, he's the conservative there.
Yeah, there always has to be one that they can gang up on, so to speak. And it's irritating because when he tries to explain himself, blah, 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 and they ask the question, but they don't let him finish the sentence.
Yeah.
Because they know he'd done proving them wrong.
Sounds familiar, don't it?
Yeah. All my kids did, as soon as their 18th birthday came, we went to the post office, said, need to, and my youngest one, we went down there and to do it, and said, "Oh, we don't do it at the post office anymore. You have to do it online." Oh, okay. So we had to go online and do it. Now, it might not have been the same thing on every post office, but at ours, that's the way it was.
Man, I hate pop-ups.
Pop-ups.
Yep.
Yeah, I came across something, and I thought it'd be a good type of scenario to talk about. Say you're in a group, preppers. They have groups. The bags and things and that kind of thing. And there are groups out there already. That they sometimes get together and they go over game plans and scenarios and whatnot. And sometimes these groups end up not being groups anymore. They're gone. Their leaders are disappeared, or they're indicted for something or another. And comes out that there were a two-sided person that was relaying information and stuff. And I thought, well, too often, you know, in groups, we want to grow these groups big and grow them strong and stuff, and then you let somebody in that you probably shouldn't. And a lot of times people overlook these little things that normally you wouldn't notice, but down the road you would think, oh man, I bet you it was this guy, because this guy was always asking us such odd questions, you know, because a lot of times these groups will be interviewed or something, and it comes to them like, ooh, we had a snitch, or a what do they call those persons, a CI in our group. Yeah. And I think it, you know, not saying I have a group or anything like that, but I'm more of a loner type person. But even then, you still want to know, you know, the people you're close to, are they 100% close to you, or are they fishing for information?
Nowadays,
Not saying this would ever come down to it or anything, but you never know, because you remember the last guy in office and stuff, when it was told that if you see your neighbor stockpiling food and stuff, it's up to you to report them.
yeah.
So it could be something simple as your neighbor. Like if something happens and you get reported for something, or you know, something in that nature happens, who's to say, you know, and you stop and think about it, who knows about this stuff I do, you know? And I'm not saying it's illegal or anything like that. It's just, it's something to think about. Let me see. I had a list down here if I can find it.
Well, I think something else is kind of working against groups like that. I put it like that. Let's say you've got quite a few people who's going to an open field, okay? And it gets back, well, I can't prove it, but it's a bunch of people going in. They're going to start sending out drones. I think.
Oh yeah. Well, there's already drones flying over anyway.
That's true.
So they have drones now that stay up there 24/7 because they run on solar. These are not, they're not the small types like this. These are ones that float way up there that can zoom in and see what's going on and stuff.
Ones you can't hear or really see. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's how they secure, you know, our borders and whatnot, and what's going on. Where if something happens, they can zoom down. Now, I'm pretty sure, you know, like whatever happened with at the White House dinner thing, they could track where this guy came from and what he had for breakfast and the whole shebang. Just because of, everywhere has cameras now. And
Yeah.
like I've said before is, like your camera, my camera, the neighbor's cameras or something, they don't have to come and ask you. Your local police do, but the government just takes it.
Yeah, they'll take it.
It's that's that thing that Obama put into place with quite a few other things.
Yeah. At the time, it sounded harmless, but
Yeah.
as time goes on, you find out, hey, it wasn't that harmless at all.
Yeah, and that's why it's when you have these types of people that come into your life and whatnot, and you ask them questions, and if they forget odd things that you wouldn't forget, type of things, and a lot of times it doesn't ring a bell, it doesn't set off a flag or anything, but afterwards then it kind of does.
Yeah.
And that's the things you need to pay attention to ahead of time. It's one of those things. Now I don't know, because I haven't been in any of these groups or anything. Do they have like a questionnaire or something? But I would think, if I had a mag or whatnot and I was interviewing people, to be in it, you just wouldn't want anybody. And it's not like you can do a deep dive in their history and stuff. And if you did, it doesn't matter, because that can be doctored anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So you would have to have that conversation and see if, red flags popped up. Where they grew up and what was the name of their grocery store that they went to, and, little things like that they wouldn't put in a docket, so to speak, for that person, their cover story or whatever, because they don't have the time and effort to put in somebody's whole life, and for that person to learn another person's whole life, so that they only do like the school and the jobs for 10 years or something like that. And so, like I was saying, if I was going to interview somebody for something, to what is your skills, and then within this, then you can ask questions like, if this person was good at knife making or something like that, blacksmithing, where did you learn to do this blacksmithing and stuff? How long you've been doing it, and things like that. And then you slip in some questions that pertain to that and see if it triggers something. And also, you have everybody else, if a person made it in, you have everybody else always paying attention to others. Somebody starts asking questions, like, how long have you guys been out here doing this, and the idea of it, and where do you store this, and questions like that somebody new shouldn't be knowing.
Yeah.
I hate commercials.
Yeah, I did. getting commercials again.
Yeah. I think that's about the third one I've got since it started.
Wow.
Some days are different with them.
Yeah, but the bad thing about it is the creators don't get paid
Oh
for
yeah.
their advertisement. That ain't right.
Well, the thing is, like on the cooking channel, I'm not even monetized over there. So all the commercials they keep putting up there, that's all for them.
To my knowledge, he's doing pretty good. I haven't talked to him in a while. Look, I'll be back in a minute. I gotta get a refill.
Okay. Yeah, I can't find that stupid thing.
Buying things in bulk. Yeah, I see that too, Tammy. Oh
Yeah.
man, I hit pay dirt at Ollie's the other day, yesterday.
Oh, did
They
you?
were running a algicide for pools, and
Yeah.
they gallon jugs, $4.99 is unbelievable. You know that stuff's normally $30.
Yeah.
So I bought 5 gallons, and they're the chlorinating tablets. They were normally like $70. They were on sale for 40, 45.
They can't beat that.
No, sometimes you get real good deals there, and the fish and stuff on sale as well.
They had this one pole I was looking at, and I'm like, if I had the money, I would have got one.
What was it? Baitcaster spinning?
Yeah, bait caster. Probably coffee or tea. Yeah, you're seeing it a little bit and then every once in a while something happens, and media and stuff, and it kind of falls back, which is what it's supposed to do. Not supposed to do, but what it's programmed to do, I should say.
Right.
Or something, like if there's something in the news that they don't want you to dig into,
They created
something else happens, and like I said, the draft thing. Oh, we're going to have a draft. Trump's going to make us all go over to Iran and do this. And you get these other people on here that never done a minute in the military or anything, or they have a distant family member that served or something, and they think that they're in the military, and they got all this information and they broadcast it. Well, I got sources that say that we've got boots on Iran soil now, and
Yeah.
this and that. And I'm like, first of all, if you knew this and you reported it, you would be going to jail.
Right.
Especially if it's a top secret thing,
Yeah. I'll be right back.
because you're not allowed to. It's like the whole Japan thing. The lady came over and they asked Trump, "Why didn't you tell us that you were going to attack Iran? And did you tell us you were going to attack Pearl Harbor?" You don't. It's secret. If you broadcast it, they're going to know. Oh, let's put more security on our bomb sites now. You don't tell people when you're going to attack them. It's like getting in a fight with somebody and say, see this hand? I'm going to punch you in the face in 3 seconds. You ready? No, when you get in a fight, you just go, woo, 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 woo. Well, nowadays they push and yell at each other for 15 minutes before they do anything. Or the other thing that, I'm watching the radar and I can see when the bomber takes off and I can tell where it's going and stuff. So you're telling me that you know exactly where every airplane, every aircraft is in the world, and you can tell when they're getting ready to bomb something. So you're the only one that knows this, even though it's just a website you go to. It's, public knowledge, but this is when an aircraft goes to do an operation, they turn off all that stuff. So you cannot track them. If you can track them, everybody else in the world can track them, and, they wouldn't be in the air anymore.
Yeah.
And there's so many people that believe them, which is even
I was just in here and I thought
worse.
Well, that's like what they did with the first bombing of the nuclear sites over there. The B-2s, they sent a diversionary group west and another group east. I think they came out of Missouri. And the one going east, I believe, turned their transponders off. So everyone's focusing on the ones heading toward Hawaii and then probably Diego Garcia and then over to Iran, where it wasn't them at all. It was the other group, going over Europe. And
it's not like we don't have airplanes over there, that could do this. Now, there are people that will watch ships and stuff because it's kind of hard to hide a ship sometimes. And I'm a ship, not a sub, that will tell people where ships are and whatnot. But that's not 100% either, because just like the airplane thing, they do have decoys.
Here. Yeah.
And, just like we have subs all over the place that stay under for long periods of time that cannot be traced by, transponders and stuff. And the Moose, how's it going? Yeah. And anytime they said, well, we're sending these troops here and we're sending troops there. That's depending where it's coming from or where it's leaked from. Most of the time it's just a decoy. So when these YouTubers or whatever you want to call them that they're involved in the operations of the military and everything,
they're all full of crap.
They're part of the plan, basically, because you get these people saying, I know what's going on and this and that, and they're reporting that troops are coming to the Middle East or something. Chances are they've already been there months beforehand. or they'll say they're going to another part of the. Well, look at World War II. Look at D-Day. Look at the history of what happened beforehand. Did you see a bunch of people in the United States talking about when D-Day started?
Oh,
Nobody. It was top secret thing that nobody under a certain rank even knew about until it was. There's people that speculated.
Yeah.
If you watch Band of Brothers, that they were getting maps and saying, "Oh, I think we're getting ready to hit this," and they speculated, but they didn't go and broadcast it over the news and stuff, or didn't have internet back then. But
overlord. Well,
Yeah.
not only that, but how about the fake army that they made out of balloons? They made tanks and all that stuff and inflated them and put them on landing craft, and they were going to cross the English Channel. Well, that's not where they landed, and that was a feint.
Yeah, reminds me of that movie where it's during the Civil War times, and the soldiers come up, and this guy's standing out there with his daughters, and they got pew pews on them, and the military guys kind of laughed at him and stuff, and said, "You're out here with your daughters, and we have this many people," and he goes, "My sons are up there." He didn't have any sons, but there were things sticking out of the barn windows and stuff that made it look like there was somebody up there. There's a lot of movies like that.
Yeah.
Especially the old westerns.
Yeah.
Just look how long we held out on the Alamo.
How?
It didn't turn out good, but that's not a good scenario. But the fact that they thought there was more people in there than there actually was. We still give them one hell of a fight, though.
Yeah. They needed at least another 100 more lever action rifles and 5,000 or 6,000 rounds of 44-40, and I bet they would have.
Yeah, but then you sit there and think, we came back and stomped pretty good.
Oh, sure.
After that, so it's like,
Santa Anta was no longer.
Well, the whole never forget the Alamo thing.
Mm-hmm.
That was like a cry, a war cry type thing. So how do you know if that never happened? Would people in Texas be?
It's kind of weird though, because that building wasn't even in a U.S. territory during that battle. That was still Mexico.
Yeah.
Horses are
Yeah. I think that
race without
that was just
planes and there was USA.
Because look at the Indians, and I know I'm calling them Indians, but they didn't have nothing to hold on with their mouth or anything. They didn't even have saddles, and they shot bow and arrows and guns on top of them horses.
But before the European man set foot here, if you believe that he was the first white man to do so,
Yeah.
All of the different Indian tribes, Native American, whatever you want to call them, they were fighting each other like cats and dogs. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
they were slaughtering each other.
And they took each other's land from
Yes,
each other.
yes.
And not one of them had a deed that said that land was theirs. I'm not saying anything, bad, because I know white man did a lot of bad stuff back in them days
Oh,
to
he's still
the
doing bad.
Indians and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, Dana, about that, but see, my first name's Eric, and I'm a Norseman, so I've got to keep that quiet.
Hey, Regina.
Regina,
Well, I hope you start feeling better.
she's still. I thought she had a headache last time. You got the flu or something, Regina?
Yeah, they keep bringing the thing up again, saying, "Oh, it's worse than it was before." Okay. Well, we had a study here, a water study, and evidently this is supposed to have been done everywhere. Your water treatment plants, they do have a warning system if certain things are showing up in the waste treatment plants, because the waste becomes our fresh water again. Well, I wouldn't call it fresh water, but they have warnings. So if certain viruses or if certain things pop up at a certain level, it gets reported.
Yeah.
And evidently, our little town here is way up there with the 2020 thing. And the thing is, there's people who feel perfectly fine, never get a fever or nothing, but they still have that in their system. And, when it goes down the toilet and goes to waste treatment, it gets picked up. Ooh, warning, and then they have to release it to the news, saying, I don't know what the measurement is, parts per million or whatever, but they'll say it's up, so there's more cases here in this county. And every place that has a water treatment is supposed to do that.
We've got 3 types of water here. We've got well water, which is basically sulfur water. It stinks.
Yeah.
We've got reclaimed water, and that water is basically just for the lawn and the garden. And that comes right from the water treatment plants.
Yeah.
And we have city water, which is not converted from sewer water. It's just city water. That gets pumped down here from up north.
Yeah.
So we got 3 options.
Yeah. Like what surprises me is the high number that is in LA and stuff. How many times that water has been recycled, so to speak.
Yeah.
So when you think about it, that's very gross. It's in the 50s and 60s. Last time I looked, it might even be higher than that now. How many times the drink of water you get from that tap, how many times somebody else has used it and discarded it, so to speak? That many times.
Yeah, if you're above a spring or near a spring, that's different.
Oh yeah. This is.
I'm talking about the well water, which is just getting down into the water table. That's not anywhere near a spring. It's just the water. That's the stuff.
It's from the rain and all that stuff. Yeah, it is gross. You sit there and think about it, and it's only going to get worse for the people, especially in the big cities. Who I in the a lot of the places where you get your bottled water is that same water. It goes through filters and all that stuff. But, do a thing. The top 20 worst bottled waters, and then read why they're the worst bottled waters. And some like the Pepsi version, the Pepsi water company, the Pepsi, whoever does that, I forget what the name of their water is, but it's just straight tap water. It comes straight from the city. There's no filter system in it. It's just straight water, and it's some of the worst water you can drink. And if their bottled water is that way, that means their pop is that way too, because they use the same water for that. I think it's Discani or something like that.
DeSanti?
Yeah, I think so. Here.
Yeah. That's a well, I wouldn't say popular, but it's a on the shelf brand down here.
Aquafina.
Aquafina?
Yeah. So I was wrong. Yeah.
That's another big brand down here.
Yeah. And you would think this would be a good water, but Life Water is the same thing. Bubbly, Propel, Driftwell, that all comes from
I don't trust any of them people.
From Pepsi.
Yeah. Their first concern is making a buck.
Oh yeah.
Not
Yeah.
the quality of the water.
Oh, okay. Is it, Dana? Yeah, it's probably just as bad, but Pepsi is the worst of the bunch. Last I looked.
Now, I thought DeSanti was a Coke product.
Yeah, that's what Dana said.
Oh, okay.
Now, I'm not saying the other brands are any better or anything. It's just what everything has a rank nowadays. Which one's the worst to the best or whatever. But like if you're a big water drinker and it's something you should be paying attention to what's in your water, especially if you live in a city. That's why I don't drink my water, because and we don't have that bad of water here. It's just I still don't trust their numbers, even though they say it. According to Ohio, ours is one of the top best ones, because we're a small city thing here. But
After that thing that happened up there,
well, that's the thing, is we're not in that water table.
oh,
See, and that's another thing is, look at because there's maps that show your water tables. Like if you're on well water and stuff.
yeah.
And I've always said that, make sure you know what's upstream, and that counts as what's under the water, underground, because you could have a plant 3 miles away that's on the same water table you are, that dumps their water right there, or their used water or whatever they're doing, and it'll seep right back down in that water table and contaminate it.
Well, not just that. I mean, you got to look at it like this. We got farming season that is starting. You're going to have chemicals that's going in the ground, seeping in the ground, that
Yeah.
you get in that water table also.
Yeah. And you know, the earth will take care of a lot of it, but it's not going to, like the forever chemicals that I've talked about, the PFAS thing. You can't get rid of it. It's
Yeah.
They haven't figured out a way to get rid of it yet. And people who have been born after, I think it was 2006, have it in their DNA. So that's you can blame a lot of stuff. Maybe that's why there's so many males wanting to turn female and stuff.
Ugh.
Now, now, Dana, there was a big company, here in North Carolina. They out of business now, but when they started, it was supposed to have been filtered water. Well, come to find out, they done an investigation on it and everything, and it was coming out of the faucet. But the whole thing was filtered. They didn't lie about it. You know, it was filtered water. But yet, they had to shut down. They lost sales and everything on account of it.
Mm. And then guess what? There's another news story that pops up, and everybody forgets about it.
Yeah.
I went and found my my paper or my notes now finally, and I was going to. I don't even know if we could talk about this, but I'm going to kind of reference a gem, ruby. Happened in 1992. We all know what happened there, and there was somebody within that group that wasn't part of that group, so to speak. It was an ATF informant that was within that family compound, or whatever you want to call it. I'm not saying, you know, there were good people, bad people there or anything. The fact being that they had somebody in there informing the government about that group. And it could be just a group of 3 or 4 people, you know.
Yeah.
And they only want that accolade on their paperwork saying, oh, we stopped this person from this. Yes. And there's other ones. Something that happened in 2010. It was an FBI agent, and this was in Michigan. There was the 2014 with the in Florida. Otters.
Yeah.
If you remember that, you guys in Florida there. And that was an FBI employee that was in that group. And it makes you think and I went through a bunch of these situations, and these are only ones that made the headlines. 2014 to 2019, there was the California peoples. I don't know how to. It was another FBI thing. There's the other one in red flags. Red flag number 1, they keep pushing toward illegal territory. And informant has to deliver something to their handlers. You know, they have check-ins. And if they and it depends if they're they actually work for them or if they're a CI, you know, somebody that's trying to get out of jail themselves. So they want to push that more bad stuff out to where they can get out themselves. You know, if they do something really bad, then I can testify and I can be clear of all this stuff type situation. So they will try to push, you know, maybe we should buy more of these types of pew-pews, or we need to stock up on more of this stuff. And, you know, somebody that's pushing, you know, stuff they shouldn't be is one red flag. And the other one was, you know, their stories have holes in them and stuff, where all their conversations is like from the time they were there till 6 months or a year, nothing further back. You know, most of their story is very in the same amount of time, not further back, like when they were kids or what stores they went to and, you know, what school and their school friends or something. It's only back a year or so. Another thing is their money doesn't add up. You know, if they come in and donate some money to buy bad things, and, you know, where did this come from all of a sudden, you know? And a lot of times people don't pay attention to that kind of thing because, oh, we get money, you know. That moolah corrupts their thinking, so to speak. And another one would be they want to know more details about upcoming operations, so to speak. And this is something that, you know, it would be for these bad groups and stuff, but it would still pertain to, you know, like your run-of-the-mill mag groups saying, you know, maybe we should stock up on this and that and make sure we spread it out so it doesn't get any government red flags and stuff. If they start asking questions like within that, then you would think, ooh, wait a minute, who is this person, you know? Or, you know, you get these they try to stir up conflicts within the group so that they try to get rid of the goody two shoes, so to speak, to where they're trying to make it kind of more volatile, the group, so to speak. And the gooder people get shoved to the side or get kicked out type thing because that person stirred up stuff. Another thing is they want to keep records, you know, time. They ask the time and dates and things like that and all that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, I'm sure everybody knows about the Amazon thing. There's also, I mean, my sheriff department posts all kinds of stuff about. There's one now that it's part of a traffic thing. These papers are getting sent out to people saying that they're, and this is just in Ohio. I don't know if it goes on anywhere else, but they get a paper saying that they have to register for a traffic score or something, and they have to put in their information and all that.
Yeah.
And it's all official documents and everything because they take the documents from the courthouse, but they send it out to people and it gets sent back to a post office, of course, and then they get all your information. But nobody uses a telephone anymore. If they see something that, what is this? This doesn't sound right. Oh well, I'll just fill it out and send it anyway. Call them up. That's like if I get some email and it's telling me to click this link and we had a fraudulent thing. You have to sign in, click this link to sign in and verify it's you. I'm like, you done verified it. You emailed me. So I'm not going to click on that link. I'll go there and look on my own. I don't click links on my emails.
I get an email once a month from Charter Communications stating that my cable bill did not process properly via autopay. Well, first of all, I don't pay autopay. I pay up with a check. And the originating email comes from Sweet Sally something at whatever, not Charter Communications, which is basically the parent company of Spectrum.
And you one of the few I know that still writes checks out now.
Absolutely. I want a paper trail.
Well, on some things you do.
I mean, well, it's not like I've got a gazillion bills. What do I got? I got house insurance, car insurance. I pay online with a credit card.
Yeah.
And then right directly to my city. I mean, it doesn't even leave the city. The mail just stays in the city. And so I pay them with a check. And, exactly, fishing. So, but it's funny too, because I called up Spectrum and I said, oh, well, please give us that email address that sent it to you. They don't do nothing.
Oh, yeah.
They're just like,
they may put it down, but it never goes anywhere from them.
No.
I saw where, they've lost a lot of customers because their prices are just going ape shit and crazy.
Yeah.
And I was watching Stuart Varney at 4, how the market did. And their stock took a dump the other day. I mean, it went almost bottomed out.
Really?
And I thought, poetic justice. You've been sticking it to your customers for, years and years and years. And now all of a sudden, well.
Yeah, when internet first came to this town, it was DSL and cable, and while you can still get DSL, but it's not as good as cable. So, but when there was multiple companies in this area, the prices were down. As soon as Spectrum bought this company out, bought that company out, and, AT&T's not the most reliable, and their speed is not the greatest. So then there went the prices of Spectrum internet.
They've monopolized
their TV. Their TV is expensive as heck. And most of the stuff, except for the local shows and everything, you can watch most of everything on the free
live streaming
things. Yeah.
Antenna TV is pretty good too.
Yeah, I'd have to have a heck of a one to get all the way to Columbus, because we don't have no stations around here.
Well, we don't either, but I'm picking up about 70 some stations.
Okay, well, this is how to protect yourself, and everybody should already know this stuff, but it's just like 5 things. And this is an actual thing. There is a term for this person nowadays. It's called a prepper snitch. I never knew that was a thing, but evidently that's the term for them now. Watch how fast people push for details, which that should be given for everybody, but
Yeah.
evidently people overlook this stuff because you see it, the government doing these raids and stuff and whatnot. Pay attention to conversations that drift toward illegal topic, because when somebody's pushing for you to do something illegal, ding, that should be a red flag, because normally you want to try to stay out of trouble. So if somebody's trying to get you go there, then pay attention. Look for inconsistencies in their stories. Over time people slip up. It's just the way it is. Was that thing where it's where people tell a lie and then they tell it so many times they forget.
They start believing it themselves.
Or something in that way, or one lie goes into another lie or something like that. I forget how it goes.
When a person tells a lie so many times that they start believing it themselves. That's the way I've heard.
Yeah. Limit what gets written or recorded. And that could be messages, photos, videos, all those things. It's not just what, you have a conversation with somebody. If you had had a mag or something and somebody's taking pictures of your garden or something like that, or, it'd be like somebody you don't know going around your house and taking pictures of your security cameras and stuff like that. That would be a red flag, wouldn't it?
They wouldn't get past it.
Keep things to yourself is the best way.
Like what it says under my name, admit nothing. Don't tell anybody anything. It's none of their business.
Exactly.
There's one, and they post every once in a while, and half the stuff they do post is not the most truthful. I'll put it that way. And they have, and it's very interesting. They have shelves, and they're only about yay big, maybe a foot if you're lucky. And they say if there's a prepper on YouTube and they don't show their preps, they're not a prepper.
Yes, Dana.
Called a legend. Good one, Dana.
And I just laugh so hard, and I'm like, so by your thinking, if you show everybody on the internet your preps, which is, only a foot, and all my preps go back way far, Now I'm looking at the shelf and it's like, it's, I have more stuff than that in my cupboards. Which that's what it looks like, but the fact is that, and there are people that show all their preps and stuff. It's a bragging thing to them or something. But to say that if a prepper channel doesn't show their preps, they're not really a prepper. which, could be. Could be people out there that just talk the talk and whatnot, and
Mercy.
come down to a shift situation, and they'll be, government, please help me. I have no food.
Right.
And I did these challenges when back in 2020, maybe 2021, where it was a 20 questionnaire thing, and I challenged other prepper channels, because there was a bunch back then, and a few of them said they wouldn't do it because they didn't feel comfortable. And I said, well, that's fine. I understand that, but it wasn't nothing like how, except for water. Do you have more than 5 gallons of water prepped? To me, that's not a stretch of a imagination type of thing. It's not saying, oh, I've got 10,000 gallons down in my bunker or something. But it wasn't something that, it would be like, oh, this person got a bunch of stuff. It's more like skill set stuff, and how long do you think you could last off the land and stuff like that. And there were some people that said they didn't feel comfortable, which is fine.
I got to take a shot.
There were some that, did the challenge that you kind of figured that they probably weren't as prepared as they said they were. You know what I mean? It was just a video for them, so to speak. And, there is hardly any of those prepper channels around anymore. They're all gone. Nowadays, there are still some channels that, have prepper in their name, but a lot of them are gone. Everybody asks me, why don't I just change my name to Bushcraft Prepper? And I'm like, no. Because I don't like the word prepper. I think that's just one-dimensional thing.
Hey, Vester.
Not saying there's anything wrong with it, because, if there's somebody that lives in a city, that's about all they can do is stockpile their stuff. That's like, oh, dang it, I forgot the name of that show. There's a show on, I don't even know what channel it is either. They get these groups of people together that are not survivalists or, anything like that. And they put them out in the woods, and their family members have to help them get supplies from a base somewhere. And they play games on them and stuff. And they get these people out there, and they only have so many fire starters and stuff, and only a certain amount of people get fire starters and whatnot. And you can tell there are people that are not supposed to be skilled in outdoors. And you can tell these people are skilled, even though they're not supposed to be, and I kind of stopped watching it because it seems like a phony reality show type thing, because there's definitely people that are not supposed to be skilled, and you can tell they are. Just the fact that how they use a ferrocene rod. Because again, most people don't know that a ferrocene rod, I don't know if I have one up here. Ferrocene rods have a protective cover over them that you have to scrape off. And I'll watch people try to do it that's not used it before, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Or they don't know the angle of their knife, or they'll use the blade of their knife, which is a big no-no. just those little things that you can see that they're doing, they're not knowledgeable in that stuff. Then you'll get somebody that takes their knife and uses the top edge of the knife in a certain way, and you can see them scraping the stuff off of the protective kerosene rod, and you know they're skilled in this. You can't hide it. And
everybody do that.
yeah, well, everybody has different skill sets, you know. I learned a lot of stuff from my grandpa, you know, because, you know, that's how he grew up doing that. He didn't grow up with internet that showed you how to do stuff. And I learned a lot of stuff from him, and I always want to learn stuff. If I don't know how to do something, I get excited to try to learn something, you know, because it's interesting. Who wants to do the same thing over and over again? You know, you always want to learn. Yeah, I wasn't sure about. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it that my grandpa or not, because I don't know. A kind of a cheesy name for a song. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep it that. And there's some lyrics I want to change around a little bit. So I don't think it's quite finished. I just wanted to put it out there. And I've had that song for ages.
Hello, Buster. Sorry, I was in there taking a shot.
Was it moonshine?
I wished.
Hey, how's it going? Good to see you. I wish I could have uploaded it. Oh, we still have a widget thing.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
That's wrong.
Thank you, Tammy. I still ain't got the sound right yet, because depending on how high my voice goes, it kind of distorts. And the program I got isn't the best. It's just a free software, so you know, I only do so much with it. Oh yeah, you're supposed to eat them grape leaves, weren't you?
Yeah, I'm supposed to try them grape leaves.
Yeah, you were supposed to have a live stream tonight too.
No, I'm on a live stream.
Yes, that's what you said.
Oh,
Well, no, he said he was going to come on the live stream next week, which was Wednesday, and eat his grape leaves.
And I was looking all forward to that too.
Well,
we still live, ain't we?
Go ahead, Jeff. Let's see you.
Oh God.
It's upside down.
That's because they put the top on the bottom. To see? You thought I was kidding. I wore a size 13 shoe. I didn't think my mouth was that damn big, but every once in a while, my foot gets stuck in my mouth.
I don't think I'm ready for this yet.
Yeah, but damn.
Prepare your brain for razzle dazzle.
Wait a minute. I don't want this shit to drip on my keyboard.
Oh, that's the worst.
Dip this thing
Put all that jelly in there.
up with my keyboard.
Did it go in the keyboard?
Now. God damn.
Do you want? Can you smell it now, or if you can't smell it, don't go and smell it yet.
Dude, it's like damn plaster getting this shit out.
You shut your goddamn mouth, or I'll shove that ditch witch down your throat and dig a tunnel straight through to sunshine.
Oh, that looks pretty good.
Bullshit. Hold on. Hold up.
Well, is that cheese inside there? Oh, he's going to get. You don't want to get a big bite?
You see my pea picker here, don't you? Hang on. Damn.
Grace is not a big deal. Not a lot of ingredients in that. Well,
I gotta get it cut.
Had to send a can to Grace so she can eat one on camera.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Oh,
there goes.
you got to swallow it. Yes, you do. Oh, you lie like a rug.
It's like stuffed cabbage.
I tried it. It's not my cup of tea.
What was it stuffed with?
Rice.
Oh,
Oil.
rice? Oh.
Nice. She ain't coming.
The chickens will eat it.
1 minute.
Maybe the goats will eat it too.
The damn goats will run. Hey, you say you want to cut your stuff, please? Oh,
Yeah,
come on.
feta cheese is good. I like feta cheese. I just don't like the blue cheese. Anything that sit there try to eat that smells like somebody's old socks. No.
Dude, this is nasty.
Well, that's why. What kind of smell does it have?
I accept everyone's interpretation.
I can't describe it. I haven't smelt nothing like that.
It smells like your locker in high school, right?
No, my damn locker smelt butter.
Yeah, stuffed. I never heard of stuff. I always seen it with cheese. That's what I was wondering if it's blue cheese. That's probably. Oh man, that'd be a horrible smell.
It's got oil, grape leaves, and cooked rice. At least they say it's cooked.
Ugh.
But there's a taste in there. No,
Maybe you just need a little salt.
it's a little hell about a whole damn pot.
You could heat it up in a little skillet there, but
That's what I got looking for, the directions on it. You know, you don't heat. It don't say nothing about heating it up. It says you can eat it straight out of the can. After it opens, put it in the refrigerator. I don't want my refrigerator smelling like that.
yeah, but you could still heat it.
I'll mail the rest too.
Wow.
All right. Y'all seen me try.
Yeah, he's still alive, far as we know.
Who's that?
101.
Oh,
Yeah, I think it's been probably at least 3 weeks since he called me or messaged me. I think it was his showed me a video of him, something going down in front of him in his camera, his dash cam thing.
damn. I got to eat a fried bologna sandwich to get rid of that taste.
Maybe you
Red.
spread it on on your bologna sandwich.
Nope, hell no. I tell you how bad it got. I got mustard on my bologna sandwich, and I don't eat mustard.
Yeah, somebody told me I need to get up here and talk like 101 did, and then invite you guys up. And I'm like, I'm not 101. That's 101's thing, you know.
Yeah.
That was his niche. I'd just rather have everybody up here at one time and then go at it. Well, we've ate some funky stuff up here.
Y'all didn't.
I ate a
suffered for chat tonight.
I ate a cricket once.
That was before me and you really got to know one another.
Yeah, me and Mountain Grandma, she sent me crickets, and of course it was ranch flavored, and I don't like ranch flavored stuff.
Of course, country grandma.
And I mean it was just, it tastes like a ranch chip. Only problem was one of the legs got stuck in between my teeth.
Did you send TJ some? Or was that late?
No, she's Mountain Grandma said she was going to send. I don't know if it was Blake or TJ, and asked if she wanted to do it. And I think TJ said, "Oh hell no." No, it didn't have chocolate on it. Now, I've ate chocolate-covered ants before, and they were actually pretty good.
Natural dental floss. Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Great. Sweetheart, you were a little late with that comment.
He's probably on his second glass.
Third one.
So, what do you guys think your well, first I'll get this out, and then I've got something else to ask. What do you guys think the the future of the Iran thing going on?
I think it's a bunch of BS. Right
Because
now.
how many times has he redid the ceasefire thing?
What, just this time or total?
Well, since this last ceasefire, it's got extended. I think this is the third time it's got extended.
Well, I think the only reason why that happened is because Pakistan asked him to do so, that they were trying to.
Yeah.
They had the peace talks over there in Islamabad.
Um,
Because he doesn't want to wreck that country. He just wants the nukes.
yeah.
So,
I think somebody's trying to cut a deal over there under the table.
well, you want, I mean,
Oh yeah.
he's a superpower. You want them to be flexible. You just don't want them to, you know.
Yeah. I
mean,
heard that they are having some issues right now with leadership.
oh, that's all over.
We know that this is a thing, but it's more of an internal thing right now of who's leading things. So I think there's, I don't know if you call it factions or whatever, uprising factions that are bidding for who's in power type thing.
Well,
And they're trying not to make it look as obvious as it is that they're having those issues.
ultimately, what's going to happen is, as they get choked out, and they are economically wise,
Oh yeah.
these generals that are running the, you know, the guard and this and that, and when they stop getting paid, that's when things go south, and they're not going to work if they don't get paid. What's the point?
Yeah.
So,
Or they start getting hungry.
right, and then the mullah's got big problems.
Yeah.
I'm
you have
not
to have-
going to do that on live stream. I can tell you what it sounds like. It goes like this. That's it. That's how I eat a half shell.
Oh,
And then you have Israel has to kind of align with it too.
Yeah, they need to
Because-
cool their jets.
Yeah. Because it has to go, you know, they have to agree with it and they have to kind of abide with it, so to speak. Because they've been getting hit even before this had started, you know, with the Gaza thing and the other people over there. But the other thing I was, have you noticed Democrats are resigning
They
here?
big loss today.
you mentioned that Monday.
They are big time now. And the one, I think it's Virginia. Vester, if you're still in here, I think one of them was Virginia, a Democrat there. And they found out that, no, there's one in Florida too.
There's a Republican and a Democrat in Florida that needs to go.
One of them used money from the government for her campaign or something, like $5 million or something.
Yeah,
I don't know if that was Virginia or the Florida one. Okay. But is it resign or do the walk? You know, the walk that we're supposed to been having, we're supposed to been seeing.
I think
That's what, if they resign, do they still get a pension?
no.
Okay.
Well,
They should.
that would be the stipulation probably in there.
But
Yeah.
like Eric Swalwell, that creep, he should not get I don't know if he's getting a pension or whatever.
Yeah.
Someone needs to look into that because
Well, even if they don't, look how much money they've already made.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was fixing to say. You know, all the officials, I don't think they ought to be getting nothing because look at all the deals they have made in the back rooms.
Well, look at these people and companies and stuff that they embezzle money and stuff. They lose all that money and go to prison.
Right.
In most cases, you know, I think that's the reason why we're seeing all these resigning. It's their way of keeping what they have and getting out. Either that or they do the perp walk.
Just like that Marjorie Taylor Greene whack job. She's getting paid by someone to turn on him.
And you're seeing a lot about the Omar chick.
Well, she's gonna get deported.
Was she saying that was oh, she said World War 11.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, because you know how they have the 2 dashes for World War II?
Yeah.
She said it was 11.
Oh, she really does need to be deported.
And there was this other thing that I was watching of who started, and this is who started the most wars. And
Democrats.
these are British people, and it was, you know, their own country, France, United States, and Germany. Out of those, who started the most wars? Who would you guys say?
Democrats.
No,
Yeah.
Did you say a man or a woman?
no, out of those 4 countries.
No, what country?
Yeah. United States, Great Britain, France, and Germany.
Probably United States.
That's what I'm going to say.
Ooh, somebody got it right. And it's France.
Really?
Yeah. We haven't been a country that long. And what did we start? We didn't start World War I. We didn't start World War II.
Okay.
And again, started.
Hey, get rid of this.
I'm not saying we didn't start it. We have. But France is number 1 on the list of starting wars. Great Britain is second because a lot of people asked what was they said it has to be Germany because they start World War I and II. But that's only 2 wars. You got to realize there's a lot of different wars out there.
You know, we were sitting there last night and we was doing trivia, you know, YouTube thing.
Yeah.
And it was about the U.S. and so forth like that. There was 50 questions on there. I think I missed 3 out of the 50. Damn, Dixie didn't beat my tail in that quiz, and I didn't think she would.
Yeah, I was doing a trivia and irritated me because I know the question, the answers were wrong. It's like, okay, what's the king of the jungle?
Tiger.
Yeah, you're right. And they said it was a lion. There's no lion in the jungle. The lion
Let me
is in
ask-
the savannah.
Well, let me ask you this right here. Anytime you got 4 or 5 females in that one tribe that goes out and gets their man something to eat, you know the man's the king of that one.
Okay. Send all hate mail to
Right?
jeff@gmail.com.
Oh, you know it ain't gonna go to the mail. It's gonna straight to chat here in a minute. You gonna see it start rolling over in a minute.
Now the term is correct, but the actual thing is not. And that's just the thing that the Jungle Book, I think it was, termed the king of the jungle was a lion. But there's no lion in the jungle. It's the tiger.
I thought Disney World's Jungle Book was a tiger. Bagheera.
Yeah, but the song, or there's something in there that has the king of the jungle.
Oh, the lions.
George.
Oh, he's thinking of the song "The Lion Sleeps Tonight."
Oh, no, that is not in that song. I'm trying to remember who sung that song.
Which one?
You know what?
Lion Sleeps Tonight.
Oh, well, original,
Yeah.
because it's been remade or redone a couple times.
I'm going to say Frankie Valli in the 4 Seasons, but that ain't right.
Are you talking about from the Lion King, Charles?
Who, me?
Yeah.
About what? I'm confused now. I thought we were trying to see who
You
did
know how
that.
101 felt, huh? You know, it was so easy to get him all messed up.
I think it's Jeff's canned grapes that's screwing everybody up.
Tokens.
Who? The Tokens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if that's original or not, but that's just who pops up.
Has you got a list of them? I believe you're right. I believe that's the one that I remember singing. Hush up, Eric.
In 1961.
Yeah.
Yeah, released in 1961.
Did you ever see the movie Georgia of the Jungle?
Yep.
I've seen the cartoon
No,
and the movie. The movie wasn't that great, but with Fraser guy in there.
Brandon Fraser.
Yeah.
From the Mummy.
Yeah. When he was
Thank you, Watson.
actually, after he made that, he went to his stock went down in Hollywood.
And when he came back, he won the Academy Award. Put on all that weight. I forget the name of the movie, but it was in.
Yeah.
Blues Festival next month at Cedar Rock Park. I'm gonna be there.
Oh, something just popped up about Fox News Media Vice President fired after getting caught on hidden camera bragging about charging $4,000 at a ladies' club.
Democrat.
Well, they all work for the same people.
Yeah.
Well, the people above the government, I would. whoever's running everything.
Oh, there's Lola Guacamole. She got it right. Thank you, dear. The whales.
I love that name. It takes me a minute to pronounce it, but I like it.
Yeah, that's a lot of talk going on right now about grabbing them seats.
And it wasn't me this time.
What's that?
What Dana said.
Oh, what did Dana say?
Dana say? Oh, someone got caught with the girlies.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't that. It was he was charging it to the Fox the corporate, which he probably shouldn't have bragged about it because, you know, it's a business thing. They do that all the time. It's just he got caught from somebody else doing it.
So this is,
She's in the other room, Dana.
this is the VP of Fox?
Yeah. It says, let me get back up here. Fox News Media Vice President fired over getting caught on hidden camera bragging about charging $4,000 ladies club bill to Fox corporate credit cards.
Wow.
And I almost guarantee you whoever it was leaked to was competition or something like that. Because if it was Fox, it would never came to light. Because you know that stuff already happens when they try to bring advertisers in or stuff. They take them out on the night in the night and go to the restaurants and they pick up the bill and stuff and it gets charged to the corporate.
Yeah.
That's every company does that. The big companies. I'm not saying they all go out to those ladies clubs, but uh-oh, Jeff, what'd you do now?
I can't tell you. Dixie is within a mile of me.
And she can run faster than you.
Them damn cast down frying pans can though. I'm gonna tell you. You know, I sit here, I kid and I pick a lot about that and everything. I hope no one takes me serious about that.
Just that here. Bling.
Yeah. Did I say it the way you wanted me to, Dixie?
Monday I was going to do the stuff that you don't 10 stories that you don't news stories that they're not advertising or they're not reporting on. And one of the things I keep seeing is the Nigeria thing. Christians being deleted, so to speak. And it's happening every day. If you get not hear news, but you can get some news across the pond somewhere, and you will see this happening every day. The stories coming out about horrible things that they're doing over there. And what's being done about it, is any other countries coming to the aid or, that kind of thing? Nothing. It's just like 29 were deleted today, and tomorrow we expect another number, you know.
That's a good thing I ain't a Christian. I'm Southern Baptist. Would that be considered the same?
What, a Christian? Yeah.
Sure, you're a Christian.
And a Southern Baptist.
You believe in Christ?
Yeah.
Well, then you're a Christian.
I just thought it was like different titles.
Well, you put it this way. Do you think he was the son of God, or do you think he was a prophet?
Son of God.
Oh, then you're a Christian.
There you go. Yeah. You're either one side or the Muslim side.
You can't stand on the fence.
Not very long.
If you do and you decide to fall, a he may not be a she no more. And a she may be a she longer.
That's a whole other story. You don't need a fence for that nowadays.
I'm not going there with that remark.
And there's that other guy over in Ukraine. What's going on with that?
I ain't heard much about it.
Yeah.
But then again, bushcraft, since I've calmed down, I'm serious. I have not watched news hardly at all.
Well, usually if there's a big headline on, I'll go look for other stuff, you know.
Yeah.
See what else is not, you know, very popular, because that's usually the things you want to pay attention to.
See, I don't even do that no more.
Well, I don't go look for it, but you know, if I see something, then well, let me look into this a little, you know.
Well, all my news was old anyway, so
like the other thing that kind of got brushed over was the 2020 thing, and they do say a cover up by a certain president.
Right.
Now, where will that go? Or is just a headline that will die, you know?
Well,
there'll be probably 2 or 3 people get fired over it, and it'll be over.
Well, now, when it first come out, I thought they was just sore losers and running their mouth. But when they started finding ballots, I mean by the hundreds and thousands, not just once or twice, but quite a few times, then hey, it had to have been right. You know.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, it's like the soundbite with the reporter calling Trump racist because he called the sickness bug thing China, and that's where it came from. So that's why I called it China. You know, that's where it came from.
I'll put it to you like this. And I can prove my point on this right here. But if you are a human being, somewhere along the line, you're racist. I don't care what color you are. You got racist blood in you. Plain and simple.
Well,
no,
I wouldn't go as far as that, because I think racism is, to my definition, would be the hating of a different race. And there isn't a race out there that I hate. You know, I don't like, you know, but hate is something that you like if the type of people that do bad things to little ones, that would be a hate thing for me. I would hate that kind of a person.
Racist is hating, period. I don't care what it is. It could be a damn fly flying around the air. You hate that fly. Oh, you racist.
Well, that's not a race, though.
That is.
Oh, no, it's not.
In my
bug is not a
opinion, you're being racist.
Yeah, that's the meaning of racist is against another race. That's why it's named that.
Look it up.
Yeah, I already have. It's the hating of another race or a. Now, hate, just plain hate is hate. You know, everybody hates something. You know, they hate doing laundry or when you. To me, when you hate something enough to where you don't want it to be anymore, so to speak, I think that is, you know, everybody, there's somebody always has. And to me, that's, you know, somebody that does something to.
Not in my house, Grace. It's a dead, isn't it?
Well, I
I see it get to it fast enough. It's not an insect. It's an is it.
I hate doing dishes, so that's about it.
That's why I buy paper plates.
Well, the
I had
way the
taken
thing
the
goes
garbage.
now is if you're, and this is, you know, the consensus of being where we're at now. If your skin is white, you're automatically racist. If you're another race other than white, you can't be racist.
Well, what do you think about people mowing the yard? They're racist now. They're classified as being racist.
Come on.
Well, at the end of the day, that old saying, haters are going to hate, that's probably one of the truest statements.
Yeah.
That I've heard too. 27. Oh, hell, that was Monday. Oh, I'm all over that. Yeah, I gotta get up my insurance company tomorrow. Eric or Bushcraft.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just read in chat what Grace said about doing the dishes. Have either one of y'all ever walked into a house and you look and it's like they've never washed clothes, done dishes, or took the trash out, and you turn around, walk back out?
I've seen it.
Probably.
I've been in 2 houses like that. Well,
I've been in a lot of them.
I've been in 2 doorways like that, turn around, walk back out.
Well, I didn't walk out because I was the one that had to clean it up. I used to clean rentals and remodel them and stuff.
Yeah.
So I seen plenty of that.
I'm talking about where people still live.
Oh,
You know.
yeah, there was nobody in there. Well, no, there were sometimes I had to go in and one place I had to change out hot water tank, and
Oh hell.
I had to move a bunch of junk to get in the basement. They had piled trash and stuff up.
Yeah.
And I took pictures and everything and sent them to the guy and said, I'm charging you extra for this because I'm probably going to have to get fumigated after I leave here.
Hey,
Well,
Bob.
now, up there where we used to live, it's like a little community or whatever, you know.
Hey, Road Hood.
Talk to the people and everything. They were good people. But after they moved out, we went in their house. They hadn't cleaned, period. They even had dirty diapers up underneath the sink in the
Oh
bathroom. You know, that's been there for a good while.
yeah.
So
Well, I've told a story about when I went to check on an apartment. Well, it was actually a house. It was just a one-story house, and I was knocking on a door, and I looked down. There's maggots crawling out from the door seal, and I look in there, and I see flies flying around like that. And as soon as I did, I got on the phone and said, "I think there's a dead body in there or something." I said, "There's something dead in there because there are millions of flies." And I said, "There's maggots crawling out from under the door frame." And he said, "Well, see if you can get in." I want to get in there. And he says, "No, I'll be on the phone with you. That way, if something happens." And I'm like, "What are you going to do?"
Dude, hell no. You ain't close enough to save me.
And he said,
come in and I'll listen to you.
I said, "I don't want to be getting in trouble in case there is something." He said, "Well, hold on." And he dialed up the sheriff, and he says, "I got so-and-so on the phone with me." And he says, "I'm going to have him go in and check." And he says, he thinks there might be something dead in there. And he said, "Okay," because they were friends, I guess. So I'm like, "Wait a minute, I'm the one doing this." So I went around, and all the doors were locked, and I told him, and he said, "Well, we don't want to wait," because he was out of town and he had the keys. And he said, "Well, check the windows." And he says, "You have to. I give you permission to break the window to get in." And I went around to the back, and one of the windows wasn't locked. So I opened it up. Here comes all these flies coming out of there. And the smell was horrible. And I was like, I think there's something bad in here. And I could hear the sheriff. He says, "I'll go ahead and send somebody over, but go ahead and check. Just don't touch anything. Go in and see if you can see anything within that room that you opened the window." And I got in, and there was stuff all over the place. They had one dog in another room that looked like they never took him out. The dog wasn't there, but the remnants of the dog was. And I went into the living room as far as I could go, and in the kitchen, they had toppled over the refrigerator that was packed full of food, meat and everything. And there was maggots it's like a waves of maggots coming out of there.
Oh, damn.
And I said, "Well, it looks like it's the reason for the maggots and stuff and the flies. It's a refrigerator." "Okay, go ahead and clean it up." Oh,
Of course.
yeah, yeah. That thing took me, probably at least $100 worth of insect bombs. You know, where you shake the can up and it sprays the stuff.
Oh, yeah.
To even get to where I could get that stuff, I had to put those in each room at least 5-6 times.
Damn.
And then I got to the kitchen. Of course, he had to got back and gave me the keys and stuff. And that was, I took a snow shovel and scooped that stuff up.
Yeah.
It is some nasty stuff. Had to change the linoleum in the kitchen because the food or whatever, or the maggots or whatever, ate through it and stained it. And it was all the way to the wood and stuff. It was some nasty stuff. And, you know, after I had remodeled it and everything, the next people got in there, they said, "We can't figure out why there's so many flies in this house. And he kept telling me to go down there and check. And I told him, I said, more than likely, all the icky stuff seeped through the floor, and it's down in the crawl space and whatnot. And I said, until that rots away or whatever, or wintertime comes, it's going to be that way. And every time I went in there, because I had to go in there and, fix certain things, they had the fly strips all around their house collecting flies. Only if they knew what was in that house before.
Well, now,
then that's not the worst one I've ever done.
the worst one I think I have ever done, period, is I was doing pest control in Durham. And we had to go to a low rent apartment. All right. And the black guy who was with me, he oversees, he lets you in and everything like that. He asked me, he said, you got a raincoat or a hat or something? I said, no, And he said, watch yourself. I looked at him, I said, why? He said, because they on the walls in here. And I'm thinking, yeah, right, okay. Dude, just as soon as I walked up underneath the porch, I felt the roaches and everything hit me on my back where they were falling. We opened up the door, the walls, the ceiling, and the floor was moving. It took us 3 months to get rid of them roaches and bugs and stuff like that. That's
roaches are bad for your health.
Yeah.
You can get all kinds of bad stuff.
Well, when you're doing pest control, that's part of it.
Yeah.
And,
another one is the fleas. Everybody says, bed bugs is the worst thing. And I'm like, you get a house infested with fleas, you walk in there, you can tell the difference. Now, I'm not saying bed bugs are not bad, but, fleas and roaches are some of the worst.
They are.
Health and whatnot.
But there is a way to get rid of fleas. A lot of people, they just go in and sprinkle stuff down. You can't do that. You've got to, let's say, bandage yourself up like a mummy.
Oh,
before you go into the house.
Yeah, you take them home with you.
Yeah, you got to sprinkle the stuff, then you got to go in, you got to vacuum it up. You got to take the bag or the vacuum cleaner outside, change the bag outside. There's a routine to doing that.
Well, one of the best ways I found is very cheap. You get you some little candles and a cookie sheet, fill it with water, and put some dish soap up in there, and light them candles. And then the fleas are attracted to the heat. They jump in the water and they can't get out in the soap because of the soap and whatever. You'll go back in there and the whole thing is completely filled with fleas.
Dude, I could have took a bathtub in these houses, a swimming pool. I'd probably had to change it out about 5 or 6 times that week.
Yeah. That and vacuuming is probably the best way, but make sure you put something that you vacuum up. That way it kills them when they're in the bag. If you have a bag. Nowadays, they don't have bags, vacuum bags. We fill in the dumpster. Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's a couple times that I had to to call the owner and tell him I needed a dumpster because of how bad it was. And most of the time, because people leave stuff, they leave furniture and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's the first thing I did was take out everything that I could resell and then I would take it home and my wife would sell at this yard sale and I'd go back and clean it out and I'd probably make $500 to $1,000 on whatever they left and charge to remodel the place. There's one place, and it's still here, that I had put carpet in there so many times. The last time the guy told me, he says, take every bit of that carpet out and just paint the cement floor. He says, paint it all one color. And he says, that's it. I'm done putting carpet in that place.
Can you blame him?
Oh no. Well, a lot of times they get their money back from insurance, but it takes a while sometimes, and then there's deductibles and all that.
You gotta get a good security deposit on places like that.
Yeah, we just put carpet in, and it wasn't 2 months later I had to go back in there and clean again, and there was a motor in the middle of the living room that they were rebuilding, and the whole living room was soaked in oil.
God.
The carpet. I had to use degreaser on the cement floor so I could paint it. I had to use what they call kills it.
Yeah.
To put over the stain first, and then paint it with cement stain or cement paint.
I ain't never tried that on cement. Did it work out pretty good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I used oven cleaner on it, and trying to get the grease out of it. Because every time you'd paint, it would bubble up because of the oil in the cement. So I said, well, I'll just try it, because I always had, that was main thing to have was kills it, and I always had 5-gallon buckets of paint, because every time I had to go in and repaint places. So I said, I'll just try kills it and see what it does, because it works good in the kitchen. Around the stove, you put kills it on the walls, and the grease doesn't go through.
It also works good on leaks in the ceilings.
Oh yeah.
Bushcraft.
Yeah.
It's quarter after.
Yeah. I was just looking to see if there's anybody live, and I think there's only one person. And it figures the first thing that pops up on here is some nice guy eating alien mint ice cream, and the other guy up there not having a good day.
Other guy getting screwed.
What I got a kick out of the image. They kept your. They kept your.
That guy laying down, he's kind of screaming a little bit there. Last I recall.
Yeah, but you notice they left your armor on. And
I noticed that too.
And I still have my bug out bag on. I'm like, I'm prepared with this ice cream, I guess.
That armor ain't doing him no good in that situation.
No. But here, let me see. Let me get this other image real quick.
What's the image?
If I can find it. Well, see, I asked it to give me a couple choices, and okay, I'll just show you. Open, Google Chrome. There it is. Share image or screen.
Where the hell?
Okay, here it comes.
Let me go big screen here. Oh, hell. Really?
Now, I don't pick these things. I tell it to create out of the two images. Me and Jeff. These are the two images, and
Charles,
I tell it to create. And I said an ocean scenery, and then the other one was an alien on an alien ship, and of course they put Jeff under the knife or under the laser or he's being probed.
Your AI bot's got it out for me.
It does. Charles is on a great white, and Jeff's nads are on a Portuguese man of war getting shocked.
Yeah.
Jeff's magic mushroom, right?
Yeah.
No, that's a man of war. That's a stinger.
Yeah, that's a jellyfish.
Yeah.
Damn.
No wonder he's not smiling riding in the ocean like that. He's got a mean look on his face.
And I can't
He has
swim on top of that.
You know what, Jeff? From now on, I'm going to call you Sparky.
Well, you probably could have at one time when I was still working.
Where is it? They keep moving these things around. There we go.
I gotta get me a vest like that. I almost got one from Temu the other day when we was talking about it.
Yeah, there's supposed to be one of them's good, and there's a bunch of bad ones. That
That's anything.
yeah, but would you let Eric shoot you in the chest with a Temu vest on?
Hell no, I wouldn't.
Okay, there's
to,
the answer there.
I'm not into violence.
Well, see, that might be an option, but I keep asking, and I'll ask him. I'll ask for scenarios. I'll like for in the ocean, and I said, "Well, flying creatures," and that one wasn't too bad. Jeff got to ride on a dragon. I got to ride on an eagle. Now the week before that, he was riding a kangaroo. I still don't think a kangaroo was a bad thing, though.
No,
it's better than a jellyfish.
I got to mention something, Tammy. If you was riding a jellyfish, would you be smiling yourself? Yeah, I'd be pissed.
On the other hand, I'm on the shark. Now it's fine and dandy riding on top of the water with a shark, but I don't think I'd want to be riding on a shark either. You know, because he gets tired and get hungry.
Yeah.
He'd probably just eat Jeff.
Dana's wanting me to say it. I was hoping to get by with it. All right, Dana, just to please you. Okay. Make
There you
sense
go.
if you're stung by a jellyfish.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, yeah, but look at where he was going to sting me at.
So, well, if he's stinging you on your boys, then your thing is right there to take care of the, you know.
If I got some right there, it's gone. My boy, my main boy had done retracted big time.
Well, no, you got to pee on it.
Well, doesn't your own pee not work?
Well, sure.
You have to have somebody else do it?
No, it's the ammonia in the urine that pulls the
You're
skin
supposed to
out.
agree with me.
I will be carrying a bottle of ammonia with me in my backpack from here on out.
Ugh. That might have some kind of funky disease from Africa or something.
Well, we're
Well-
gonna find out. I'll be the first one to let you know.
Just as long as you and Jim are walking ahead of us. That
You
way,
and
Jim and his peanut butter, Jeff and his ammonia.
right?
Wait a minute, you done lost me on that one. Jim and his peanut butter. What? the
You're on
hell?
the Appalachian Trail, Jeff.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
we're gonna
hey.
do the trails, and he said he carries a jar of peanut butter with him.
Peanut butter.
Yeah,
I must have missed that.
That was a good one. I think it went right to.
okay.
Dana.
You didn't make it to the bathroom quick enough, Dana?
I've seen that happen to a woman, and I mean it was a bad stink too, real bad. And the whatchamacallit, the lifeguard station, two guys got up, two lifeguards, and they had their blankets, and they put their blankets up and around her and her husband, and told the husband, you need to, you know what, on your wife's escape, because the ammonia draws out all of the pain and the poison. A true story.
Yeah, I've seen it a few times.
With my luck, I couldn't urinate at that time.
Well, I've
But
seen
think
it.
about it. You know he was standing there to himself, grinning and laughing. I get you. Take that. Remember what you said.
Right.
Well, it depends where you get stung at.
Right.
You know, there's some interesting poses when somebody gets stung in a certain spot, and somebody else has to pee on them.
Look what Tim says.
Oh hell no! I'd die first. And Bushcraft would probably die too.
That's funny.
He was on the other foot.
I'm not going to say this is.
You ought to play R.
Hold on a
Kelly.
minute.
I'm going on you. Oh boy, nice start.
I think we need to add Eric to the thumbnail.
Oh,
Do
Lord.
it, do it. I want to see what the hell he gets.
I'll get some type of big Viking ship or something, or carrying a big sword, or
I'll protest from here on out if
ready
that
to go into battle. I'll get something like that.
happens.
Well, I said a while back, I said I was going to make a thumbnail. This is before the AI thing got big, but going to make a thumbnail of four of us sitting in the backyard with the beer in our hand, like King of the Hill.
Yeah, there you go. A what gator? A winged gator.
A winged gator? I ain't never seen one of them.
Thank God. I hope I never do see one.
Well, you eat the right kind of mushrooms, you'll see one.
And dragons and probably pink elephants too.
And lions and tigers and bears, oh my.
Probably
Uh,
see some pigs flying.
well, the only thing that happened to me, the only thing that I had taken, because I was a bad boy back in the day, but
You,
um,
yes, you were. I've heard some
one
stories.
one thing was the craziest thing was peyote. That stuff,
Oh, hell.
that is some funky stuff.
Uh-huh.
About 3 days worth.
You know, I was looking at this article about things that it's against the law to grow, and that was one of them. Which,
Duh.
you know, it is against the law. There's only Indians can only
Grow.
grow it. Yeah.
Hallucinogenic.
Yeah.
Now that's what they smoked in that there peace pipe of theirs.
No,
No, that was mostly cannabis.
you
Some
lick
of
it, or you lick it or drink it in a tea.
Yeah. If they were smoking it in a peace pipe, Jeff, none of them would have gotten on their horses for a week.
them.
They would have been marrying them horses or something.
They were
Probably would have.
They would have been married to each other, and their teepees would have been all bent and crooked.
You know what? You need to get a plane load of that stuff and just dump it overseas there and let them. We wouldn't have nothing to worry about for a week or so. I think the worst thing I've done, and this was by mistake, I ate a half a slice of pizza, and nobody told me, but they put shrooms on it.
Yeah. You know what the worst thing is? Is when someone puts something back in the fridge that there isn't even not even a serving for the next person. Why don't you just eat the damn thing? Why are you putting it back in the fridge and taking up space?
Or it's completely empty.
I'll tell you exactly
That
why.
drives me crazy.
I do that to Dixie, and she does it to me. I didn't
I
want to take the last bite.
I looked in a pretzel bag today, and you know what I found? Salt. You know, throw the damn bag out once you're finished with it. That's a pet peeve of mine, big time. Lazy.
Or fix a bowl of rice, and only a half a spoonful will be left in the refrigerator.
Or you go to put ketchup on your hot dog and there's nothing in it. It's empty.
Yeah.
Prepper,
Yeah,
that's the reason we carry rolls. I mean, a whole pack in the bathroom with us.
Well,
We don't.
Dana.
I have cats, so I can't put toilet paper on the holder. If I do, it's all over the floor and through the house.
Yeah.
And I thought, because I went and got a cat, I don't even know what they're called, toilet paper holder, and its hands are holding the roll like this. I thought, well, maybe they won't touch it. No.
That's a good one. My wife's boyfriend drinking my last beer. Man, that chaps my hide. Oh boy. That's what we need to do. You need to do a stream just solely on things that bother. What bothers people?
Oh,
I can get everything off their chest.
Yeah, but hell, won't the three of us wouldn't be shutting up for a week if he done that.
It would be a good stream. It would go.
that's the month of May.
Oh.
And
The month of May
July,
live.
August.
May is for complainers, right?
Yeah.
Shit, Dick should have to come in here and tell me to go to bed. It was about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, you go to the grocery store and somebody puts their cart on the right side and goes to the left side
Yeah.
and stands there and looks, and you're sitting there. Excuse me, and they just look at you like, "What do you want?"
What chaps my hide is when they hold a family reunion right in the damn aisle.
Oh yeah, and it's
And
never
they
just
won't
one.
let you go
It's
by.
never two people. It's
No.
like
20.
10 people standing, a whole 2 families sitting there talking about something.
That's where I need to buy me a cattle farm.
Well, I've done it before. When I didn't have anybody with me or anything, I walk up because they'll be gathered in a bundle there. I'll walk up there and act like I'm listening to their conversations, and they'll still keep talking. And then and they'll look over and like, who is this? And I'll interject in the conversation, and it takes them forever to figure out, like, who is this person?
You know what I like doing? I like busting on the older ladies when they're in the way. And I'll have this big grin on my face, and they'll look at me, and I'll say, "Madam, don't you know I have things to do today?" And they're, oh, sorry, sir. And then they start laughing. You know, you got to have a good time with it. But the groups that don't get out of the way, that's a different story.
Yeah. You act like you're looking on the shelf and just keep inching forward a little bit and bump into them. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you standing there.
I've went through and did the excuse me, and then I'll go and take the cart like that. I'm like, what the heck was that?
The
And then they
best, the best thing to do is start arguing with yourself in front of them. They will move. Trust me on that one.
I was taking carts that I would irritate the heck out of me. I've got a long line of carts to go push into the store.
Yeah.
And they stop right there in the doorway and sit there and talk to somebody. And I'm like, hello. It's not like you can't hear this big line of carts coming through because there's potholes and rocks and everything, so you can hear it down the road.
That's a good one, Dana.
I messed that.
Her dad used to put crap in the cart.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute, I didn't get ketchup today.
Well, what gets
I
me?
used to have to watch the kids doing that. I'd get home with it, and I'm like, where'd this come from? I didn't buy this.
Yeah, you did. You didn't put it in there, but you bought it.
Yeah.
What gets me is we'll go into Walmart, okay? There are a few things that I've got to get. And then she'll run up on somebody she worked with. Oh, hell, it's over with.
Yeah.
I go do my shopping I'll run to the aisle, get an armful, come back up there, put it in the buggy, go back to the aisles, get another armful, come back. That time she gets through talking, the grocery shopping's over with. It just got to the checkout. So she hates when I do. She hates it when I go to the checkout counter. I can be in the best day I've had, but when they tell me what I owe and I look in the basket to see what I got, I get pissed. Just that fast. But it is what it is. There ain't a damn thing we can do about it.
Yeah, you got when you check out, you have to watch everything because most places will not update their stickers. It'll say one
Right.
thing, you go to check it out, and it totally something different.
Well, it used to be, let's say if the item was 50 some cents, on the sticker, you get to the checkout and it was 90 something. No, sticker said 50. Well, I don't care what the sticker said, the cash register said 90. Go check it out because
Yeah.
what that sticker says is what you're supposed to pay, charge
Yeah.
me. And if you'll notice, a lot of the businesses are now going to that digital pricing. The time you pull it up to find out what that price is, they can change it between time you put it in your buggy and you get to the checkout.
Oh yeah, they don't. Back in the day, we used to have to
Yeah,
on
I did too.
everything. Now they just put it on the shelf, and it's automatically updated.
Yeah. Man, I used to be pretty fast at doing that too.
Oh yeah, I used to have two of them. Well, the sticker ones. Now,
Yeah.
Now the ink ones where you had to smack it down.
I didn't do that one.
Yeah, that one was a pain because you could, if you went too fast, it would smear.
Yeah. Oh. Well,
Yeah, let me see if there's anybody live right now. I don't think there is.
I gotta keep my mouth shut. I gotta get in the bed.
Yeah, I gotta get something to eat. Oh, Vineyard Farmhouse. They're probably getting ready to close it down now.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, just go over there and say, look, Bushcraft sent us over here. Hello, bye.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and drop their link real quick. And if you guys want, you can go over there and tell them we sent you over. I'm not sure who the other guy is though.
Be charming. They done started cracking down here too.
I don't recognize.
You go a mile over, you got a ticket here.
Well, law is you're allowed five. Well, it's different in every state. Some is 10 and some is 5. You're allowed 5 mile leeway.
Well, yeah, because everybody's speedometer is not correct. But
Yeah.
that don't make no difference to the cop. Who's the judge gonna believe? You or the officer?
And depending on how he took it, depending how long ago the laser or radar gun was calibrated, you can get out of that too.
Right. But you got to prove all that.
Yeah, right, Grace. You probably go 30, 40 miles over.
Oh,
I see you going down to 15. You were going like 75.
yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah.
Hey, I had an aunt that would run 50 and 60 miles an hour in a 35, and she would pass a couple of cops. They wouldn't do nothing.
Must already had their quota.
Well, she was about 70 years old.
Oh.
And this was back in the early, let's see, wait a minute. No, mid 70s.
This is the WRAL weather alert.
Okay, but lightning. So that was thunder, I heard.
Weather alert. It's been raining all day here.
This
Not storming, it's raining.
Even with my phone on mute, you can still hear that.
Yeah, we don't have rain tomorrow, but Friday it's supposed to rain pretty much all day.
Now we got it rest of tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday coming in.
Maybe you guys get lucky down in Florida, get some.
I certainly hope so.
The radar here. It's low.
But
Yeah, I saw that, Dana.
call it a night. Thanks everybody for hanging out, and
No shit.
watch out for those red flags.
Yes, there's going to be plenty of them coming too.
Yeah. And again, if anybody wants to head over there, I'll drop the link again. Tell them we sent you over, and we'll see Friday, because I might be pretty busy Friday, so I might not do anything Friday. If not, keep an eye open on my community tab, or whatever they call it, posting tab, or whatever the heck it is now. Because I might go live Saturday over on Gary's or Devil Dog's lives over there, and that's fun.
All right. Everyone have a good night.
You got rain till 2 a.m. That's the rain we had today, probably. It started at 4 last night, or 4 this morning, and it just stopped. But you guys have a good night, and you know what? I probably should close with see how long it takes me to upload it real quick. Media, video clip, more sounds, add sounds. And this is just a draft. It's not stuck in stone, because, like I said, I can't. There's a limit. Never mind. Actually, I don't know if it would work. I don't know. Let me see if I can open it in something and play it. My music. Can you guys hear that?
Yep.
Okay. Let me put this over here. See if this will work. There's no graphics or video or anything.
Chat, I hope y'all have a good evening and a good night tonight.
Okay, also share audio. There we go. That's how it's done. Okay, put this up there. Okay, you ready? And then I'll end it right here.
Grandpa woke before the sunrise, boots on old floors, coffee on the table, hat beside the door, hands like leather, heart like gold, fed his friends and family, never turned nobody down. Rows of corn and tomatoes, beans climbing up the wire. Sunday supper came to life from sweat and sacrifice. He taught us every seed mattered, every season had its say, and the good Lord bless his honest work at the break of day. He was an American farmer, backbone of this land, with dirt-stained jeans and calloused hands, feeding kin and neighbors, giving all he had. Yeah, Grandpa grew more than crops out there. He He grew love we still have. And I may not be a farmer like the ones before my time, but I raise food in my backyard, and I'm damn proud of mine. Got a little patch behind the house, tomatoes in a row, pepper, squash, and sweet corn where the summer breezes blow. Not 1,000 acres stretching wide beneath the sky, but every seed I plant feels like Grandpa standing by. I can hear him in the garden when the rain begins to fall, saying, boy, take care of that soil and it'll take care of us all. So I dig these hands in deeper, teach my children what I know, how to grow a little freedom from the earth below. He was an American farmer, backbone of this land, with dirt-stained jeans and calloused hands, feeding kin and neighbors, giving all he had. Yeah, Grandpa grew more than crops out there. He grew love we still have. And I may not be a farmer like the ones before my time, but I raise food in my backyard, and I'm damn proud of mine. He was an American farmer, strong as oaks that stand, a simple life, a mighty man. Yeah, Grandpa's legacy still grows every time I plant a seed. I still carry on his plan, 'cause I may not be a farmer, but I'm growing where I stand, in my backyard with Grandpa's heart, still feeding this land.